So we just paused recording briefly because Lady Devotee came in. She did not want to be captured on film, Lord Devotee, aka Robert Godden. Is she always this shy?
Yeah, she doesn't want to outshine us all.
And Melissa Scott, our other guest tonight, we're videoing this as well as recording it. This is for US elections. Is the reading of tea leaves a thing that helps predict the outcome?
I'm sure it is for someone. I've never witnessed it myself, but
Okay.
why not?
All right, fair enough. There's a first time for everything. So what we've got in front of us tonight for their cups, we'll have pictures of the three cups on screen now. The three teas that Robert Godden paired with each of the three main political leaders, Nick Xenophon, Stephen Marshall and Jay Weatherill. And we've talked about that in the podcast. You'll hear that when the show is out later tonight. However, thanks to Lady Devotee, she's read the tea leaves at the bottom. So what happens, what's the art of tea leaf reading? Robert, how do you define it in about one sentence?
Okay, basically you find little pictograms within the tea, and then you consult a dictionary
Yes.
of the meanings of those pictograms. And it's quite simple, so different symbols mean different things.
Okay, so what did Lady Devotee find in Nick Xenophon? Do you want to go in that order? Xenophon, Marshall, Weatherill? Okay.
I think that works.
So Nick Xenophon's tea.
Okay, so in the Queen Adelaide leaves, Lady Devotea saw a butterfly, and the butterfly was flying over a fence, and there was a river next to it. So we look at the symbology of a butterfly.
It was only tea in that cup, was it?
It was only tea.
Right.
And the butterfly symbolised passing pleasure and having many admirers, but perhaps being somewhat of a flirtatious lover. So some people may think that works.
Oh, that works.
That works.
Yeah.
So the river, however, the river is a very clear symbol of trouble and perplexity. So I don't think the leaves have worked out quite the way that S.A. Best would like.
But I suppose it does bring the coming of age of Nick Xenophon. Instead of just being the golden boy whose stunts make people smile, there is a great ramping up of criticism and really being that deer in the headlights this time round. Would that be fair to say? That's what the tea is
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
So Nick Xenophon, the butterfly, let that flutter off. Next one was Stephen Marshall's tea.
Right, this was the Hobo Lil tea.
Hobo Lil tea.
Yeah, and that's an interesting tea because the composition is not got a lot of. There's only 35% actual tea.
Very leafy suburb tea.
Very leafy suburb tea. So what Lady Devotee spied in the leaves there was a large bat above a plough.
A bat above a plough.
Yes,
Okay.
not a cricket bat.
Right.
Which is a different symbol.
And not
but
a
flying bat.
light up in the sky.
No, we're not calling.
Martin Hazy is sort of shining it up there.
We're not hollering for Marshall, no.
Okay.
So the bat is trouble in the land.
Oh.
Right? A bat is generally a sign of things aren't good. And a plough indicates a lot of toil and a lot of heartbreak. Now generally the plough is said that you'll have a long way to go, but you will get success in the end. So what that's saying about Mr. Marshall's chances are, maybe this time, maybe it won't be, but whatever happens, he's in for a back-breaking run at it.
Wow. Is it a stump jump plough?
It's a bit hard to tell. I couldn't quite see the manufacturer's name on it, but
So does that mean if he loses this, he'll still hang on to leadership?
I think it does imply that. I think it does imply, or at least he'll have a very hard time.
That's okay. All right. And the third tea tonight, hopefully this one will tell us which of the leaders might be in power once we sort of plot them against each other. Jay Weatherill's tea.
Okay, so Jay Weatherill had the 1001 Nights, and he actually tells the most interesting story. So Lady Devotee saw a table,
Yep.
and on the table has a dragonfly flying from it. So table is it implies suggestions and consultation and people getting together and discussing things, which is of course the policy that he announced before the last election. We're going to consult with people, not just announce and defend.
Which they did with the uranium policy. And,
Absolutely. It is a policy that briefly fluttered prior to an election. We haven't really seen a lot of. But the dragonfly is the big one, because a dragonfly means new and advantageous occurrences. It means new opportunities. And I think the tea leaves have very much spoken that...
Maybe with the dragonfly might have the butterfly of Nick Xenophon fluttering around together. I don't know how those two insects co-inhabit with each other.
Well, with
Butterflies
passing
don't live
pleasure.
very long, though.
Oh, they don't, do they?
Well, I think the odd one out there is the bat, which is a mammal, whereas you have a butterfly and a dragonfly, which are insects. So clearly you're going to get a pairing between the insects to the exclusion of the bat that's trying to eat them, mind you.
And bats only come out at night and you don't see much of them, which I think might also be a reasonable metaphor.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
interesting thing is we've got a butterfly, dragonfly and a bat. So at least one of these will fly off into the night after the next election, won't they?
That lady